What is going on, everyone? It's March8 here, bringing you guys the Monday recap the events from last week. Let's get started. We got our final trailer for Stranger Things Season 2, which gives us a great look at what's coming in just a couple of weeks. It gives us a look at the conflict that's building, it gives us a look at the monster, the new characters, the return of old characters, and of course, it gives us some 11. Seriously though, if you haven't watched the first season of this show, I highly suggest it, and that's coming from somebody who's not that big into TV. Star Wars The Last Jedi released their new trailer, which looks awesome, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I said in a news flash, the story just feels kind of simple, and I think I finally understand what I meant by that. Seeing the visuals, seeing the story, I can't help but feel like this is somewhat a modernized Empire Strikes Back. Stuff like the old mentor hesitant about training the pupil, and the pupil undergoing various forms of training, I can write those off. Those can be set up in their own interesting plot, without borrowing heavily from the original. But the modernized AT-AT scene with the speeders flying towards them is just too in your face for me. That being said, I am still very excited to see where they go with this movie. We also got a new trailer for Justice League, check it out below. And we got a new trailer for episode 2 of Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is set to be released on October 19th on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Check out that below. Moving on, for all those who have been following us with the Decapitated story, we have an update with their ongoing legal battle after they were accused of gang raping a female on their tour bus after a show in Spokane, Washington. These allegations came to light after the female's friend, who claims to have been present during the alleged rape, reported it to police after she was being arrested for DUI. Now, the update is that all 4 members of the band have been extradited from California to Washington, and all 4 of them have been officially charged with 2nd and 3rd degree rape. Like I said in my latest Newsflash episode, it is important to note that being charged with something doesn't verify any sort of guilt or innocence. According to the statement that the band put out, it seems more likely that it's a procedural process, as the band was nearing their 30th day of being in prison, and after which, if no charges are filed, the police legally have to release the defendants. As always, as the story progresses, I'll keep you guys updated. Actually, cross that, we actually have another update that I came across while I was working on this. According to the Spokesman Review, both Decapited's guitarist and drummer appeared before a judge in Spokane, Washington on October 13th, where they both had a bail set at $100,000 each. The vocalist and bassist have been scheduled to appear before the judge on October 19th, so we'll have to wait for that for an update there. The judge also ordered that there be no communication between the 4 members of the band, which the band's attorney said that that's kind of inhumane in international law, saying that the band, who doesn't speak English very well, if they are kept apart, in essence, will be held in solitary confinement. So that's where we are in this case so far. I'll be damned if this is the end of it. If you guys want to learn more, link will be below, and as always, I will keep guys updated as the story unfolds. Green Day has announced they are releasing a new Greatest Hits compilation titled Greatest Hits, God's Favorite Band, which will include 20 hit tracks, 2 new songs, and a music video. Check out the details for that down below. Nikki Sixx has announced that he is stepping away from his Premier Network / iHeartRadio rock radio programs, including 6th Sense with Nikki Sixx, with the final broadcast going live on December 31st, 2017. This has been a program that he launched back in 2010 and has featured many musical artists like Slash and Metallica, and has also served as a medium of sorts for up-and-coming artists to debut their music. So it's a shame to see it go, but Nikki Sixx seemed to be leaving it on a good note, saying, "I grew up discovering music on the radio, so to host my own show over the nearly 8 years of 6th Sense was beyond my wildest dream. I could not have done it without my amazing team in the studio or the guests, musicians, and listeners that brought the show to life. It's been an inspirational journey, and I'll always be a fan of the medium, but it's time to shift gears outside the realm of solely radio. I'm in the process of developing new and unique programming and ventures across multiple platforms, but I'm really going to miss 6th Sense." Carpool Karaoke finally posted their episode featuring Linkin Park and Chester Bennington after they got the blessings of the family. You guys can check that out below, but be aware, for some of you guys, it might be a bit hard to watch as it shows Chester in a very happy state, but it was also recorded just days before he actually took his own life. Marilyn Manson has released a statement to Yahoo Music about his current health situation after a large metal frame prop fell on top of him during a show, causing him to be rushed to the hospital. He has revealed that it actually fell on his leg and broke his fibula in 2 places. Doctors actually had to insert a plate and 10 screws into a bone, along with additional screw in the ankle bone. Now, while the injury likely usually takes around 12 to 16 weeks to recover, Marilyn Manson has announced that he will be back on the road on November 5th, and has already announced the rescheduled dates for the shows that he was forced to miss. Check those out below. Moving on, there is a new Silverchair tribute album coming out on November 17th titled Spawn Again, a tribute to Silverchair, which actually has a pretty interesting lineup of bands on its roster. You have bands like The Amity Affliction, In Heart's Wake, Hands Like Houses, Tonight Alive, North Lane, Ocean Grove, and more. Check out the entire track list below, plus they even released North Lane's cover, which you guys can find in the new music section down below. Of Mice and Men has released their new documentary titled Unbreakable. Check that out below. Skillet has announced they will be releasing a deluxe edition of their latest album, Unleashed, now simply titled Unleashed Beyond. The album is set to be released on November 17th and will include the original tracks along with 5 unreleased tracks, including a song featuring Lacey Sturm, and it'll also include 3 remixes. Check out the details for that down below. HellYeah has also announced that they will be releasing a deluxe edition of their new album, Undeniable, which is set to be released on October 27th. It'll come in 2 versions. One is a physical/CD/DVD edition, which will be exclusive to Best Buy, and the other is a CD/live audio digital edition, which will be available to digital retailers. The physical copy comes with the original CD along with a DVD titled We're All In This Together, which features fan-shot live concert footage, and the digital copy comes with the original CD and the live audio from that concert. Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegals have announced that they will be releasing their new album, Choosing Mental Illness as a Virtue, on December 17th. Black Label Society has announced they'll be heading on a new tour kicking off in late December with support from Corrosion of Conformity, I Hate God, and Red Fang. Dates released. Alice Cooper has announced he'll be heading on a new tour which kicks off in March. Dates released. Exhumed has announced a new U.S. tour, dates released, and Through Fire has announced that they'll be heading on a new tour with support from Danger Kids, Righteous Vendetta, and American Sin. Dates released, any of the dates mentioned above, you can find them all down below in the description. Now it's time of that week for the new music, and we have Like Moss to Flame, Empty the Same, North Lane, Anthem of the year 2000, Europe, Election Day, Matt Haffey, I Won't Back Down. Matt Haffey is, of course, from Trivium, and I Won't Back Down is a Tom Petty tribute. And for new music videos, we have Pierce the Veil, Today I Saw the Whole World, Lindsey Sterling, Mirage, Marilyn Manson, Say 10, With Confidence, Waterfall, Enslaved, The River's Mouth, Hollywood Undead, We Own the Night, Envy on the Coast, Virginia Girls, Power Man 5000, Cult Leader, Red Fang, Not For You, and Oh Weatherly, Make You Brightly. Be sure to check out all of those down below. Thank you all for tuning in for this episode. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. Subscribe if you want more, and I will see you all on the next one. Mars out.